Good evening, YouTube. At least it's evening where I am. Excuse me for my stuttering. And today I'm bringing you another two Nerf guns. Today we've got the Nerf Raider and the Nerf Raven. And really, I've got to say here, these are two of the greatest guns that I've. Okay, no, I shouldn't say the greatest, but they are really good guns. Do any of you have actually seen the Raider or the Raven? You gotta admit, these things kick butt. But we're gonna move on to the Raider right now, and we'll save the Raven for a bit later. Reasons why I will say later. For the Raider, get out of here, stupid bee. The Raider is a very small and compactish gun. The drum mag does add a bit of bulk to it, but for the most part, it's pretty comfortable. No iron sights, but like I've told you in the past, just use that groove and you'll be able to hit your target. Probably. As you can see, it does have two tactical rails. Come on. There it goes. A jam access on the side. And this is a 35 dart drum. And occasionally, you'll get a dart that doesn't go in right. So you got this little wheel here that you can press in and out, and that'll move the darts inside the chamber around, and that'll help to, well, that'll fix the problem. It's a full auto weapon. It's a full auto weapon because you can just hold the trigger down and you can keep going at it. And I'll show you that later. The stock is detachable, and this can handle just about all different types of clips, even Firefly clips, which I'll get into that when we get in. The stock is adjustable, and it uses standard streamlined darts. I have actually... Oh, and it's got a spot for a dart in the handle, which, frankly, I know some people aren't big on that, but I am, just because it's plus one round. Also, you can clip a strap to it, which most guns can. There's only a handful of guns that actually can't have straps. The stock feels pretty comfortable. I mean, I don't know, this is just me. Really, when you're gonna look down a sight, you gotta find a position that feels comfortable, and then you gotta keep repeating that. Of course, most of the time, you'll be able to tell where your shots are gonna go. That's really all I have to say. There is a grip in the back, but I don't feel that to be necessary, because literally, what I've gotten used to is just firing out 3-shot bursts of this, or going full, or just going back and forth, really, just going back and forth like that. And I don't know. I seem to have a problem where if you keep going at it, if you keep shooting at a consistent rate, then it'll jam a lot. But if you take just even like a second in between firing, that seems to help. But like most guns, like most jams for these types of weapons, it's probably just two darts are trying to go into one chamber at the same time. Common problem, but it's an easy fix. And really important, if the gun does not go all the way, don't force it. Because if you force it, then you're gonna break something. If the gun's not gonna go, then you just pull it back, take a look, clear the jam, try again. Don't force it. I've lost a lot of darts like that, and I've almost broken a couple guns because of that. But we're going to move on now to the Raven. And this gun, I gotta say, the style of the gun is called a bullpup design because the firing mechanism is behind the trigger. And that's actually a real thing there. And it's a very compact, very easy gun to use. It only has 2 tactical rails and 1 iron sight. One on the top, one on the side, and this one can actually have a barrel extension onto it. Which, I mean, if you're not going to do close quarters combat or CQB with this, then definitely have a barrel extension out there just so you have something extra to hold on to. There is a jam access in the back, and if you'll notice, the darts are a different color, and we're going to get into that a little later. It takes 3 AA batteries in the side hatch here. And it's a prime weapon, and to those of you who aren't familiar with that, what that means is that it has a prime trigger and a firing trigger. Some of the older before, this is like, what was this? It should say somewhere on here that, okay, this one doesn't actually say. That's kind of weird. Oh, no, there it is. This is a 2011 gun. So, I mean, these are the guns that had the priming triggers. Most of them, you just flip the switch and they'd wind up, or they'd fire on the trigger. Personally, I like the priming because, not only that, you can control when you want to fire. Because, I mean, if you got that wind up there, then people are going to know where you're going to come from. If I can sit there, I can go around a corner, I can prime and then shoot, then they're not going to see it coming. So think about that next time you're going to complain. And this is a very special clip, actually. It is your standard 18 dart clip, but it does have a difference. The way you release the clip, I'll tell you about that one too. It's just like, you pull this little trigger back here, and you just pull the clip out. When it says 18 dart max, you need to only put 18 in there. I've tried putting more, and it just jams. This clip actually lights up. Yes, because these darts, they are glow-in-the-dark darts. You leave them out, and they'll charge up. Or, and this might give away your position, but it's still pretty cool. There's a switch on the bottom here. You turn that on and the clip glows. And that's how it charges the darts. And I gotta say, it doesn't exactly like freaking, oh my god, awesome machine gun fire, but you can do but it can shoot out pretty well. I'd say, like most guns, it's a 3 dart per second thing. And it's not like one of those guns where you just hold down the trigger and keep firing. You have to pull the trigger back individually, and it does get, I don't know, for me it's a little difficult, but, you know, every weapon takes practice. That's just a fact of life. It cannot have a stock added onto it, but it can have a strap added onto it. And I gotta say, it feels a little awkward first, but once you get used to it, you feel pretty good. It feels pretty good. But what I was saying about the Raider here, and how you detach the clip, is that most guns, when you have the cocking mechanism back, that's its form of safety, because then you can't shoot. Or if you have the jam hatch open, then, like, if it goes forward a bit, then you'll know to pull that back. And be careful, because I've had it happen where I've got one dart in the chamber and another dart's trying to be pushed in, and it just will not go. But usually how you pull a clip out is the cocking mechanism's back, and for this one you just push this button here and the drum comes out. And you see right there, because the dart was partially in the chamber, it comes out, and that's how you get jammed. You gotta make sure to be careful of that. Also, try to have all your darts on one side of the clip. That will help with jamming. That'll help with jamming. That's all I have to say. I'll be posting the firing tests of both the Raider and the Raven, but the Raven I will not be posting until it's a little later out, so you guys can see the glow in the dark. But I will show you the Raider. So I'll have that up shortly, and well, of course it's gonna be the video. It's gonna be like in the next video. So, and could you guys let me know if you like if I have been trying a couple different review styles. I've done an interactive review, and I've been kind of curious here. Do you guys prefer having the review in one part and the shoot in the other, or do you like having them both together? Or, and hopefully soon I'll be getting a Nerf tactical review out, which all that is explained in my new guns, new ideas, and more video. If you go onto my channel, you can find that. But just let me know on that, and I'll get this going for you. So I will see you guys in a second. For you, it's probably like, for you, maybe more than a second, but for me, it will be a second. So I'll see you guys then.